About 5 months ago, I set myself a goal of making my own programming language. I called it Glang, and saying its monstrosity will be a gross understatement. It was slow, hard to understand, and even harder to use. Starting from its primitive assembly-like syntax all the way to the god-awful scopes. But even with all those bad things, it still had a charm to it. Something neat in its simple yet elegant design that made it what it is. Or that's at least what I think people thought, because the video I made about it caught the attention of a bunch of people. Some of them even suggested things that honestly should have been in the original version. I naturally wanted to give these ideas a shot, so I opened up Visual Studio Code and got to work. The only thing I didn't know was that I was about to begin an adventure of remaking the whole thing from the ground up. Again, hopefully better this time. About a month later, I was done. Glang was completely remade, so here is a short list of some of the major changes. Multiple variable types. Glang now has 4 data types: i32, f32, bool, and str. These can now be used in various ways around the program. Labels. You are now able to add a label to your code by typing a hashtag, the name of the label, and then a colon. Labels are meant to be used by the goto command. Yeah, you heard me right, you don't have to use the lines numbers anymore. I know, it's a bad update and it should have been changed, I know, I'm sorry. A way better graphical API. This time, instead of using regular SDL, I chose to use a library called Pixels by Jay Oster. It's a neat and performant way of drawing a lot of pixels to the screen, and you should definitely check it out if you can. Using this library brought a lot of new features. For example, graphics are now optional, meaning you can write a whole script without having to open a graphical window, unlike the original version. If statements have been completely changed. There are a lot more comparison options, and as some people suggested, relative scope length, meaning instead of having to specify the start and the end of the if statement scope, you can just enter the number of lines you want to include in the scope below. And let me tell ya, it made Glang 100 times easier to use. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. If you wanna learn more about the changes, feel free to check out the updated Glang cheat sheet over in the Git repository. And what Git repository, you ask? I decided to make Glang completely open source, and you are more than welcome to enter the link in the description and look around the code. Although I warn you, it's really messy. Anyhow, I wanted to talk about some stuff, so enjoy a time-lapse of me making a breakout clone in Glang. So while this time-lapse is running, I just wanted to talk about how things have been crazy in the last weeks. I think as of the time of making this video, we are at like 350 subs, I think. I can't thank you enough. And on another note, I wanted to ask you guys something. I would probably make a pinned comment about it because I doubt anyone will get this far into the video. Okay, so here is the thing. I know Glang now is open source and everything, but the code is really messy. I wasn't joking. I barely understand it. So let me know if you want me to make a video about me going through the code and explaining it. So yeah, that's it. See you later.